Hey guys, this is gonna be a new series on starting out, with weightlifting, going to the gym and getting bigger, completely from A to Z, the guide, right? This is gonna be 101, how to do it, how to research on how to get bigger, how to implement it, and how to actually get results. Now, as we start off with anything, there's a simple method I want to show you that's going to help you start off in your career to getting big and actually putting on muscle. That's the goal here of this series, is that so you can really learn step by step a foolproof and a bulletproof plan for you to get big and to achieve whatever goal you want with your body, whether that's to put on muscle, get lean, whatever. I say foolproof because I'm not actually giving you like the actual exercises and the actual programs to do. I'm going to show you how you build your own, how you change and manipulate it to achieve your own goals, and etc. And we're going to start off with the KSE strategy. KSE. So that's knowledge, strategy, and execution. You just remember that 3 acronym little thingy. So it's knowledge, that's finding out why you're actually doing it. Because if you just go out there and search that you're going to get a big chest, training 3 sets of 12 of flat bench press, you're going to get a big chest. Well, if you don't understand why, you're not going to understand, how do I now change up that, that little piece of knowledge that I learned, how do I change that to now fit my new goal of getting, a bigger chest, of, growing it even more, how to change things, right? That's what the why does. It gives you that information to help you change and manipulate your program, right? And then it's strategy, right? That's the how to do something, how you actually implement it, because people usually do knowledge and execution, like they learn how to do something and why, then they go do it. And that, it's pretty good. But the thing is, it doesn't get sustained. There's no strategy. There's no long-term game plan. It's just a short-term, jack in 10 sets of bench press, get a big chest. Stuff like that. Stuff like that is going to screw up the long-term results of accumulating volume and actually getting bigger. And we're going to talk about things like volume and that later. And, the kind of mysteries around that. So the strategy, that's taking up, taking a little notebook, planning out, the entire year, right? So you're going to say this is the goal for the year, whether that's to bulk, put on mass, on a clean bulk, or to get a six-pack and really sustain it for the rest of your life, and how to do that step by step, and you really break it down, and then you start going on a weekly basis. Your workout program, your diet plan, it doesn't have to be super detailed, but it has to be a general idea and specific enough so that you understand what's going on each day and what you have to achieve on each day and each week and on each month in order to achieve that long-term goal you have set for yourself for maybe the end of the year, maybe the end of 2 years. I recommend at the end of the year in terms of things like this, because if you set goals for the end of the month, you're not going to really see it there, right? 6-month periods, yeah, you can set it there, that's an okay time, but at the end of the year, that's where you can really see big and noticeable changes, and that's where you can actually start taking measurements, see how you met your goal. Did you reach the goal weight? Did you reach the goal body composition, or how much muscle mass, how much fat percentage that you actually have, things like that. Execution, that is really it's a simple thing, but people get caught up in 1 or 2 things when they're executing in the gym, when they're doing the bench press, when you're doing the pull-up. You see someone around your same age, both of you guys are dudes, and you have testosterone pumping through you, and you see he's benching 10 kilograms or 20 pounds more than you, and you go slap on that 10 kilos or 20 pounds and you start doing bench press with that, but that's not really the weight you can handle for like 10 to 12 reps, and you end up doing 6. Now all of a sudden, now you're messing up with your strategy. You're no longer following that plan you set out for yourself, and that really messes up your long-term results, because in the moment, you got this testosterone pumping through, you want to compete, you want to show that you're alpha male, you want to show everyone that you're big boy in the gym, that that you're benching big weight, but that's not really the goal here. That's why we have the strategy here. That's so we don't get carried away, that we have a fixed plan, right? Because when you have that plan and when you've written it out, you're less likely to go and just based on your emotions at the time just change your gym plan. No, you have that set plan and you're going to be more likely to follow it. So that's basically the first kind of baby steps we're going to take into actually getting into this. And if you're already an intermediate into coming into the gym, doing your workouts, really and maybe not seeing the results you want, this is the best way just to reset it and restructure your entire plan, because this is already a foolproof plan to get the results that you want. So these three things you just have to remember: KSE, knowledge, strategy, and execution. Now, just a couple things to note before the end of the video is that knowledge, right? When it comes to that, right? When it comes to knowing, what different exercises are good for, different things like that, bro science versus actual science, things like that. You don't want to be very extreme with any of the ideas you hear about, whether it be, I don't know, bodybuilding.com, The Muscle Geek, Lane Norton, Jeff Side, whatever. Right? Whatever people you are watching, you don't want to get too extreme and too fixated on what they're doing. You want to get a nice general picture of what they're doing and why they're doing it. And once you see that why they're doing it, you can implement that same why. You may not do it exactly the same as they're doing it, because these people are most likely at a higher level than us. They probably weigh more, they probably bench more, they probably pull up more, or row more, whatever it is. They're probably at a more advanced level than us. So we need to take the why out of that and then make it fit in our plan in order to achieve the results that you want, because you just copying and pasting someone else's plan from bodybuilding.com of Hunter Labrada, you can see that guy's massive, right? You see these bodybuilders are massive. You can't just do the stuff that they're doing exactly to the point, because you're not at that size at the moment, and if you are, I don't know why you're watching this. And then the strategy, that's something you just really want to stick through the whole time. Make some maybe small minor adjustments then and there, but it's generally about just getting the big picture and getting, really the big goal, and keeping that in mind. And execution, that's the easy part. Don't need to talk about that. So that's just rounding up this video, talking about just the general of how to get started and the 3 steps you need to take and to keep in mind when you are starting. There in the next video, we're going to break into just some basic key concepts just to keep in mind when you are building a program. And then we're also going to get into the training pyramid, right? That's just a nice way to fully encompass how you should build your training plan. And then we'll go into nutrition a little bit later. That's a bit more boring, but we'll do that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be posting more on this series of strength and muscle building 101. And hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time.